I think he would be a really difficult client to manage and a difficult client to have on the stand.
War time! Nigga don't want no more problem.
You're just inviting violence towards you with this public display. Why not be quiet about it? Why not just, you got the strap wherever you got the strap and don't let people fucking know?
Because I got the owner of the animal saying I ain't do a god thing. They happy. Look at he wiping like a.
How low do you have to be to get some sick pleasure out of hurting a cat?
You say rough, you're not talking about domestic violence, rough.
Yeah, domestic violence.
No.
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Who is he? Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And who is he? Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And it's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, your very own personal board-certified criminal defense lawyer. Today we're reacting to a little bit of news about Charleston White. I don't know if you know who he is, but Michael Rivers, our content genius, who's behind the camera and behind every idea that I've ever come up with, knows. And there's some news and some helpful information that we can present in this regard. But before we get to that, this is a word from our sponsor. Our sponsor, Step 1. Step 1 is high-performance underwear that's made from a viscose fabric that's derived from organic bamboo. Keep in mind, now I'm an active guy. I just got done skiing 60 miles an hour down the Grand Tetons in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And while I'm doing that, what am I wearing? I'm wearing my Step 1s. Step 1 is got the Lycra panel, so you don't chafe, you don't sweat. You don't even know you're wearing them. They're so comfortable. But they keep everything with the nice pouch and everything's keep your goods right where they need to be. Christmas is still right around the corner. You order these for your sweetheart. You put in my name, Bruce Rivers, at checkout. You'll get a 25% discount. And this is a no-risk proposition to you guys because if you buy them and you're not super satisfied within 30 days, you'll get all your money back. But that's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to be on the regular with these because Step 1. Get some. Now, earlier this week, I think on the 18th or something like that, Charleston White was arrested and charged with 1 count of cruelty to animals and then 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon. His bond was $31,000, which is kind of high for a case like that, really. But he's got a little bit of a criminal history. I guess earlier this year, he was picked up by the FBI on suspicion of trafficking or kidnapping Asian women. I don't know much about that. So he was charged in Tarrant, Texas with 1 count of cruelty to non-livestock animals and then 2 counts of assault, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. His bail on the 2 aggravated assault charges were $15,000 apiece and $1,000 on the animal cruelty charge. So let's just analyze the first statute. Cruelty to animals. A person commits an offense if the person intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly tortures an animal or in a cruel manner kills or causes serious bodily injury to an animal, or without the owner's effective consent kills and administers poison or causes serious injury to an animal, or fails to unreasonably provide necessary food, water, care, blah, blah, blah. My understanding, and it's not confirmed, this is just from an article that I read, is that he maced a cat. Or maybe the cat got maced by accident as he was in a fray with somebody else. I don't know what the case is. And the thing about it is we don't have criminal complaint yet because we don't know exactly what the facts of the case are, but I did read in an article that he maced a cat. The next 2 counts are the fact that he's charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Now, a deadly weapon can be one of a number of items, but generally speaking, it's usually either a gun or a knife, something that's capable of causing great bodily harm or death. And when you have a violent felony like that, it is really important to analyze that in terms of the dangerousness posed to the victim of the case. You can bash somebody with a gun, and that can still be second-degree assault or aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And so you don't have to, but you can just brandish a gun and point a gun at somebody. And that imminent apprehension of bodily harm alone, just pointing a gun at somebody, is an assault in and of itself. Because what is assault? The definition of assault is the imminent apprehension of bodily harm. And if you have a gun pointed at you, guess what? You think you're in immediate danger of losing your life. I don't know how many of you had that experience where you had a gun pointed at you, but that's the feeling you get, and that is what creates the assault. The court looks at these, especially gun cases, and prosecutors look at gun cases very seriously, especially in today's day and age because there's so many guns out there. But typically, you don't resolve these cases without a prison sentence. In other words, you go to trial, and I always tell the prosecutor, you're not going to put my guy in prison without a trial. There's two things going on here. There's two counts, and I don't know why there are two counts. Are there two victims? If there are two victims, one of the things that they can do is they can charge, both of those consecutively, one after the other. So you could be looking at anywhere from 3 to 10 years, generally speaking. And then let's just analyze this just quickly in terms of self-defense. If you have a knife or a gun and the other person is unarmed, you really have to establish that you were in fear for your life. Because just to have any use of force has got to be proportional. It's got to be reasonable, with the other use of force. If you're in your home, you have no duty to retreat. You have to analyze all these factors in terms of, was he acting in self-defense? Was he the perpetrator or was he the victim? Amount of force used reasonable, and was there ever a duty to retreat? And so when we're looking at Charleston White, he is his own worst enemy, I think, in terms of his mouth. And when you watch him speak, it's going to be difficult to... I think he would be a really difficult client to manage and a difficult client to have on the stand because he's going to want to say whatever he wants to say. And you don't want a client like that. You want somebody who's going to do what you told them to do and not give the prosecutor any more. No more self-snitching. So let's just see in his own words what he says happened.
Y'all thought y'all got the ups on me, nigga. Y'all wasn't watching the Say Cheese TV, the DJU interview. I told y'all in the DJ interview I had to go turn myself in, nigga. We was already on top of this last week, nigga. My lawyer had already went and talked to the judge. Yeah, all I had to do was finish off my comedy show this past weekend in Florence, go do my show in Houston, and then wake up Monday morning and turn myself in labor detail so the judge know I checked in labor detail. They thought they got a nigga. No, we've been working on my lawyer them get right up on it. Fort Worth Police Department hit me with a no bond on a warrant charge.
When you get a warrant like this, you can't just call up and just get the warrant quashed. You have to actually show up to court, and then they set bond, and that's what happened here. And what he's basically saying is, I knew about this. My lawyer was on top of it. We called. We told her we're going to turn ourselves in this date, which I did, and then I went and saw the judge, and then I got my bond.
So I had to go see the magistrate this morning. I saw the magistrate last night by 7 o'clock. The bond was posted by 1 a.m. in the morning. Because I got some issues with the local police department, an officer by the name of Tracy Carter, they was shifting and shucking the paperwork around, trying to jive a nigga. But niggas so many, I'm talking about half the city came.
Okay, they're not trying to jive anybody. The people at the jail, are busy. And if you go in on a Monday, it's probably the busiest time to try to get out. So it'll take a while for you to get out.
Now, boy, they called Sheriff Bill Wayburn. Boy, they were calling everybody. Let me tell you what happened when I got there, right? So home confinement, they tried to act like I done killed somebody. And I ain't done none of what they...
Assault with a deadly weapon is almost, on that par, but not quite.
They said I did. They said I done something to two niggas. Yeah, I ain't done nothing now. The bailiffs and the marshals and the sheriff and Judge Lofton Court. Man, they showed me...
You don't want your client saying anything because he's talking about the offense now. And he's not saying anything bad yet, but he's talking about the offense. And if that's my client, I'm going to just shut the fuck up. I don't want you talking on the radio or whatever.
So much favor and love. I appreciate him. My beef has been with this one black officer called Tracy Carter. He mad because the white boys, supervisors, and superiors love me. Now... Yeah. I don't think we gonna lose this one either. Cause I got the owner of the animal saying I ain't do a god thing they cat. And then I got the nigga who hit me in the head with the gun, a killer. Nigga, he a real killer. And he documented killer. And
that does kind of matter. If somebody's the victim's propensity for violence and their ability to carry it out is something that definitely is admissible in court. So whoever the victim is, using that term loosely, the accuser is, that's definitely something that is ripe for any kind of self-defense.
Trey Gangster Crip gang leader, and they charged me with aggravated assault because they said I chased him down with my gun. They lied.
What I don't like about this is he's already admitting to an affray, all right? So he's saying that there is an affray there. In other words, there's a altercation with this guy. The guy hits him with the gun, and then he's saying that they said that he is chasing the guy down with the gun. So let's say I get hit with a gun and the guy runs away. You don't have the right to initiate another attack if the guy gave up the attack and left.
Like a they lying like they lying. I didn't chase no nigga with no. They lying. They lying. They lying. They did call me about a year and a half ago about a cat that supposedly got maced in a video. I said that wasn't me. I ain't maced. You ain't got no video of me macing no cat. They said, well, somebody screenshot it, screen recorded this and send this in. I said, man, that ain't even real. I got it too. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it too. Oh, I got it. Got that. He don't know what to do. Look at him. He wiping like a mother. He don't want it to be there. He don't know what to do. Look at him. I done got him. Look at he wiping like a.
How low do you have to be to get some sick pleasure out of hurting a cat? Now, I'm not a huge cat fan, but we've got a couple cats at the house, or a cat at the house, my daughter's cat. But I just.
When he was in jail or out of jail? We got this call probably 30 minutes ago. So when he was out of jail.
So I got 1, 2, 3. I'm in the house with my manager, my tour manager, Sibo the comedian, my security, and Anthony Dewberry, and we've been together since I've been out of jail. And I've been going live since I've been out of jail with these guys. So I don't know who say somebody done called the sheriff department and told them that I'm called and threatened to harm myself. I got my mama and the sheriff department online right now. Boy, they trying to get me.
That gives you kind of an idea of what they're talking about. That somebody assaulted him with a weapon and that he chased somebody down with a gun. Now, I don't know if he's got any felonies in his background or any other charges in his background that have made him ineligible to possess a firearm. That would be a whole nother kettle of fish. And you'd think that if he did, they would have charged him with felon in possession. This is a video where he goes live and shows you his arsenal. I understand what the live thing is, but it's when you live your life through social media that this becomes a little bit of an issue. This episode is brought to you by eSign.com. eSign.com, very effective way to remotely do business. So let's say, for the sake of example, you were sitting there and you decide to, spray a cat with mace and decide to hit somebody with a gun. Well, you're going to have to bond out because your bond's $31,000. Well, what do? You go to the lawyer that's got eSign.com. He downloaded the app. You get 3 free signatures a month, and you sign your life away because now you just made a bad decision, but a good decision to use eSign. eSign.com, a very effective way to remotely do business because if it's not eSign, no one signs.
50 cal. Oh, that 50 cal. You motherfucking. Where's she? Oh, there she go. Oh, there she go. Oh, she's a beauty. Oh, she's a beauty. Oh, she's a beauty. That 50 cal, she's a beauty.
The fuck? Honestly. I mean, the mob didn't like, displays of public things that would draw attention to yourself. Why would you do this? Especially if you have a criminal record, which I don't know that he does or he doesn't, but if he does, he's not eligible.
Oh, she's a beauty. Oh, mama, and I got the scope on. Oh, I got the scope on that big boy. I just go look down there, when I shoot it, it go boom.
When you shoot it, it goes boom. Well, that's how guns work, I mean, I don't get this. I don't get, look at me, I have a gun, look at me, I'm special. He's got some nice pillows, though, on his couch. Those are pretty.
War time! Nigga don't want no motherfucking problem. Nigga don't want no motherfucking problem. Nigga, cause I got what a bitch need over here.
Okay, so first of all, to be honest with you, if you possess that body armor while you're committing a crime, that's an enhancement federally. Second of all, you're sitting there with a Draco and a body vest. I mean, are you ready for battle? Is that the message that we're getting? And who are you ready for battle with? This just doesn't make sense to me.
Strap up, Charlie. Dion and them talking like they want football. Football playing that nigga ain't got no bulletproof vest. That shit he wear on his head, bullets go. Nigga ain't got no bulletproof vest. Nigga, I got one like SWAT. Bitch ass nigga. The real motherfucking mission. Teflon, bulletproof.
You're inviting. You're just inviting violence towards you with this public display of whatever. Why not be quiet about it? Why not just you got the strap wherever you got the strap and don't let people fucking know? I mean, I don't get this. I really don't get this. You know, I get the whole, guys with stacks of money and and it's all braggadocio bullshit. But this is just this to me seems it's just a display of insecurity.
He got so many guns, he buy guns for fun.
And why are you doing this? Honestly, why are you spends a half hour displaying his firearms?
What do motherfucking we have here? This pretty baby right here. Ooh, this pretty baby right here. Niggas don't even...
Why would you show this? It's so stupid. You have a little tiny dick. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only reason to do this. Is you're so insecure about the size of your penis. Look at my gun.
Niggas don't even know what this is. But boy, shoot 50. Ooh, that boy shoot 50.
I bet I'd like to see if he would even have the wherewithal to use it. So to give you an idea, to give you some kind of an idea how Mr. White thinks, he's playing a game on Cam Newton's podcast, one word game.
Yep.
Freaky in the motherfucker. Little motherfucker freaky. Yeah, that boy freaky. Freaky. Freaky.
Brittany Renner.
Hot. Yeah, hot. Yeah, that motherfucker look good, impressive. Yeah, hot.
Could you take Brittany Renner serious?
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Yeah.
So part of what his shtick is just not having any filter. Just saying whatever you want to say. And I guess I do that a little bit too, but usually with a whole little bit of thought behind it, and not to be unnecessarily cruel.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
Could you have a child with Brittany Renner?
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me some free game. Like, how would you approach a woman like Brittany?
You gotta handle her rough. You gotta be a dominant man to deal with Brittany Renner.
Gotta be a little bit rough. What do you mean by that? Let's explore that just a little bit, shall we?
You say rough, you're not talking about domestic violence, rough.
Yeah, domestic violence.
No.
Yeah, exactly, no. Okay, and Cam Newton had the exact right response to that.
Man, no.
Yeah, well, you asked, nigga, I'm telling you. Yeah, she one of them ones you gotta...
When you have a little guy like this, and he's a little guy, talking about domestic violence, who the fuck puts their hand on a woman and is proud of it? Nobody. You don't put your hands on a fucking woman. Period. End of story. There's no situation anywhere that's okay. Guess what? Who do they arrest? Even if you think you're in the right, who do they arrest? You. They're going to arrest you. You don't put your hands on a woman. Period. You don't need to. And any woman that you need to put your hands on, you get away from her because she's not worth it. You just don't ever put your hands on a woman. Period.
Kicking her ass sometime. Slap her across her head. Bitch, sit down somewhere.
No.
Bitch, sit down somewhere. Give me a fucking break. Who says that to a woman? Nobody. You shouldn't. He shouldn't. Nobody. That's just wrong.
Man, ain't being Uncle Curtis done it, and they stayed together 40, 50 years. All good relationships, somebody got to take an ass kicking somewhere in the relationship.
All good relationship, someone's got to take an ass kicking somewhere. Bullshit. You don't... I've never been in a relationship anywhere, anytime, where physical violence was part of it, or needed to be part of it.
That's the only way y'all gonna stay
That is
together.
not right. We're gonna cut that out.
Man,
Right.
man, ass daddy. Man, everybody got whoop. Man, you can't tell nigga he can't whoop his hoe and she getting out of line.
You can't tell a fella you can't whip your hoe when she gets out of line. Okay. A woman getting out of line. What does that mean? Not doing what she's told? A hoe? Is it your woman is your hoe? You know, I hate to be such an old-fashioned, stuffy white guy, but goddamn it, I'm a man, and you don't put your fucking hands on a woman. Period.
She the kind of hoe you got to
So
whoop.
the woman that you was with, you put your hands on your woman?
I will if she take me down.
No. Have you ever put
Oh, no, he puts a little qualifier on it. I will if she takes me down.
your hands on your ex-wife?
No.
Okay, thank you. So all that shit that you talking is
I done
cap.
slapped the shit out my baby mama.
Huh?
I slapped the shit out of my baby's mama. Why? Let's find out why. I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, I done slapped shit out my baby mama. Driving, bitch. Yeah. Hell yeah, I done open hand and slap the shit out of. Yeah, hell yeah, I slap the shit out of my bitch.
No.
That's my bitch.
No.
Man, you deal with your bitch.
Listen to Cam Newton. Look at his disgust. No, we don't do that. You don't.
You discipline your hoe how you discipline yours. I'm gonna discipline mine how I discipline mine.
Okay, it's supposed to be a partnership. It's not supposed to be I'm the boss and you're my subordinate. It's not like that.
And yeah, man, you got to kick some of them in their ass. I wouldn't give a damn what now.
But I just put like, look, I'm telling you.
Granddad and them said that.
I'm telling you as a man, and I gotta hold you accountable. If I were to ever see you put a hand on a woman, it'd be a hard time for me to see that, Charleston. Just real shit.
Oh, well.
No, I like Cam Newton here. I mean, that's sage, sober thinking.
Oh, just be willing to go to jail or go to hell if you get in fact me and my bitch. Nigga, that go my brother. You better leave me alone by me and my.
Guess what? If Cam Newton ever saw it, he'd probably grab Cam, twist him into a fucking pretzel. This little fucker. God.
Bitch. Nigga, you better go home. Nigga, this me and my hoe. You better stay out of this.
Look at how skinny his legs are. Little skinny legs, little skinny personality, tiny little wiener, and no sense whatsoever.
And then, boom.
That's how niggas die.
That's cool.
Me or you gotta die about
That's
this
cool.
bitch.
And it's chances.
And now both our mamas sad.
The
'Cause
Vegas,
niggas-
Vegas
man.
odds got me winning that fight.
Man, this
Charleston.
ain't about no fight, nigga. We got to die behind my bitch. You interfering with me and
You
my bitch.
don't even love her.
Nigga, I love my bitch.
How you gonna love her and you gonna put your hands on her?
Same reason you whoop your kids and tell them you love them and this why you doing this.
No.
I don't hit my kids either. You know why? Because I don't have to. I mean, you don't have. There's nothing that you can accomplish with fists you can't accomplish with words.
You
So
tell
I-
your,
so
you
I-
tell
look,
your
look.
children, I'm doing this because I love you.
If I see a person putting their hands on a woman, I'm gonna put my hands on them because I love them.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you that ain't.
I'm
we not
shooting
doing
out
it.
anger. Yeah, I'm shooting out anger. Man, nigga ain't got no business getting in my business. What?
All right, that's enough of that shit. Cam Newton is the right one here, and Charleston White is the wrong one here. You agree with that, don't you? I mean, honestly, especially when we get into this season, the holiday season, which is coming up here shortly. It's a ripe time for domestic violence. It's a ripe time for anger. It's a ripe time for hurt feelings. It's a ripe time for a lot of sadness. No matter how tough things get, no matter what you're doing, no matter what the situation is, do not take any advice from Charleston White. I don't care where you are, what you're doing. Take advice from Cam Newton because he's the one that is giving sage advice here. You don't put your hands on a woman. And so when you do wind up doing stupid things like that, guess what? You wind up having to go to court. You wind up having to post $31,000 bail because you made some choices that were this or that. So that's our good friend, Mr. Charleston White. Make sure that you just give love to the people around you. I mean, what's wrong with that? And I don't mean the love that Charleston White is talking about. You don't need to beat your hoe. You don't need to slap anybody upside the head. If somebody's not listening to you, take a break and then come at it a different way. And if they never listen to you, then walk the fuck away. You don't need to put your hands on somebody, period. End of story. Done. So this has been our reaction to Charleston White and his arrest. he's got some serious charges that are prison worthy. So we'll follow it, and we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, your very personal board-certified criminal defense lawyer. We'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts. Make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, sign up for Patreon, and we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. 23-hour lockdown, police is at my god.